There's nothing like seeing something in person to really understand what a community, what a people of a particular religion, what a country goes through. And for me, this was a trip about learning, and that's why I'm here. And I'm here in my current capacity as a New York State Assembly member because right now we see in New York City a rise of anti-Semitism. In fact, hate crimes overall have gone on, but the majority of them have been crimes against Jewish people. And in fact, they've more than doubled over the last year alone. And I believe it's partially due to the rhetoric we are seeing within our own government from individuals who are newly elected, who are spewing anti-Semitic, anti-American rhetoric. And that's why I'm here, because I think it's important to bring back to New York City, to bring back to New York State what I'm experiencing, what I am seeing, and understanding and being able to express why the relationship between Israel and the United States is so important. I mean, it's not just one of economic purposes. Yes, we have the largest Jewish population outside of Israel, but aside from that, it's an educational partnership that we've had for years. We have on Roosevelt Island the partnership between Cornell University and Technion here in Tel Aviv. In addition to that, the security relationship, which we got to witness today firsthand. And so I think it's really important to be able to go back and make that part of me as an elected official, to be able to express those views. And yeah, I'm very concerned from what I'm seeing. And as was mentioned, I'm the daughter of a Cuban refugee. And so we see a move towards socialism. We see anti-Semitic rhetoric. We see anti-American rhetoric within the halls of Congress, within the halls of government. For, I think, first time perhaps that I recall as a somewhat young individual. But what I'll say is that, we've always had anti-Semitism in the nation, in the world, and it must be condemned, strongly condemned. Two things are happening right now. Number one, we're seeing it within government. And I think that sends a very strong message to our friends in Israel, because they may be questioning, where does the United States truly stand when we have members of Congress who are on the Foreign Affairs Committee saying things that are hateful, saying things that are against the Jewish people, our number one ally. But then the other thing is, it's moving a lot of other elected officials to the left. And we're seeing members and elected officials in all ranks, city, state, federal level, afraid to condemn those who are saying the wrong things, who are saying things that are not only offensive, but are outright wrong. When you have someone trying to change the definition of what a concentration camp is, and you just sit idly by, then you're part of the problem. When we see people on social media using the term so lightly, well, as Claudia said, you don't agree with me, you're a racist, you're a Nazi. To use those terms so lightly and diminish the meaning, the historical significance, that is very problematic and I think very troublesome, because if we lose our history, if we diminish those words and those experiences and those atrocities that individuals have experienced, we lose our way. And I think that is the most important thing for me, is to ensure that we're vocal when we return to the United States, and when we see anti-Semitism, when we hear anti-Semitism, that we call it out immediately and forcefully and condemn it strongly.